When Towa comes to Earth, she sees a train moving really fast. She flies close and is amazed by the speed, realizing how incredible Earth is. Sitting on a building, Towa starts thinking about how she will meet humans. She remembers a book called Good Kid's Guide to Life on Earth, which explains 2 ways to meet humans. First, she needs to be higher than them, shine brightly, and introduce herself impressively while showing off her wings. Second, she has to hide her wings and blend in. Deciding which way to choose is hard because everyone on the street looks busy. Towa is tired and flies away to find a quiet place to rest. She sees a condo with an open window and thinks it's unused, so she decides to stay there for the night. Back in the present, Towa explains to Shintarō that this is how she ended up sleeping on his balcony. Shintarō is relieved because he was worried something bad might have happened to her. Towa makes dinner for Shintarō and he feels spoiled eating such good home-cooked meals. Towa even offers to feed him, but Shintarō embarrassingly refuses. They start eating, and Shintarō loves the food, especially the potato dish. Shintarō wonders if it's really okay for him to have such a good life and asks how he can do anything for her. Towa appreciates his kindness and tells him he's already done a lot by letting her stay. After dinner, Shintarō shows Towa how to use the bath. She thanks him for explaining, then starts taking a bath. Shintarō, outside, feels uncomfortable knowing a girl is bathing in his home. He tries watching TV to distract himself but can't stop thinking about Towa bathing. He turns off the TV and decides to focus on studying for an English quiz. While studying, Shintarō suddenly needs to use the bathroom. He forgets Towa is inside and walks in on her. They both scream in surprise. Later, Shintarō is taking his bath when Towa comes in with a towel, asking if she should wash his back. Embarrassed, Shintarō says he doesn't need that. At night, Shintarō and Towa are sleeping on the same bed again. Shintarō lies awake embarrassed, planning to get an extra bed immediately. The next morning, Shintarō wakes up feeling very tired. He decides to use the bathroom quickly and then go back to sleep. But when he opens the bathroom door, he finds Towa inside, and they both scream in surprise. After the mix-up, Shintarō starts thinking about making some rules to prevent awkward situations. Suddenly, Towa comes in while Shintarō is still using the toilet, and they both scream again. Sitting at the food table, Shintarō reflects on how it's already the 3rd day of living with an angel. After finishing his meal, he thanks Towa and realizes he needs to go to school, and Towa offers to leave with him. However, Shintarō tells her she doesn't need to come to school with him because it might surprise people. Towa insists that she can't bring him happiness if she isn't with him. She suggests he could skip school for the day, but Shintarō says he'd love to stay but has to study as it's his duty. Towa understands and agrees not to interfere. Shintarō leaves some money for Towa in case she needs anything and heads to school. While walking to school, Shintarō feels very sleepy and sick because he overate. Suddenly, his friend Shuichi greets him excitedly by slapping him on the back, which makes Shintarō feel more nauseated. Then, Susumi comes over and asks Shuichi what he's doing. Shuichi explains it's his way of saying good morning. Susumi notices that Shintarō looks unwell and asks if he's alright. Shintarō explains he's tired because he hasn't slept well. Susumi suggests Shintarō should skip school for the day. Shuichi then asks Susumi why she's being so nice, to which she blushingly says that's what friends do. Shuichi suggests Susumi should be nicer to him too. Shintarō jokes that it's like they're a funny married couple, but Susumi doesn't like the comment and tells Shintarō not to say it again. Back in the apartment, Towa was busy cleaning and doing laundry. Sitting on her bed, she starts thinking about Shintarō and realizes it's lunchtime. She wonders if he might be hungry and unhappy at school. At school, Sutsumi asks Shintarō if he ever cooks for himself, worrying about his diet. Sutsumi tells him she's been thinking about making lunch for him, just as a friend. Shuichi, hearing this, asks Sutsumi to make lunch for him too, but she refuses, saying it would be too much work. Suddenly, Shintarō notices Towa outside the school window. He panics, and secretly tells Towa to go to the roof and rushes off, saying he has some work to do. Shuichi jokes that Shintarō might have plans to meet with girls, which makes Sutsumi angry. Meanwhile, some students who saw Towa flying thought it was just stress making them see things. Shintarō confronts Towa, worries about what would happen if people found out angels exist. Towa apologizes. She explains she was worried he might be hungry and brought him lunch. Towa says she should leave, but Shintarō stops her and apologizes for shouting. He suggests they eat together. As they start eating, Shintarō recognizes the potato dish from last night. Towa mentions she remembered it because she wants to learn more about what he likes. Shintarō feels really lucky to have Towa by his side. Meanwhile, Sutsumi is helping carry things at school and thinking about where Shintarō might be. She remembers when she was a kid and got lost. Shintarō helped her find her way home. That was when he became her first crush, but she hasn't seen him in 9 years. On result day, as students check where their classes are, Shuichi excitedly says he got accepted and asks another person next to him become friends. When the boy's name card falls, Sutsumi finds Shintaro's name on it, feeling like fate has brought them back together. Back in the present, Sutsumi is surprised to see Shintarō with Towa and is shocked. Shintaro tells Towa to go straight home and not talk to any strangers. Towa asks him to come home soon. Susumi realizes Shintaro was really meeting up with the girl and is completely shocked when Towa takes out her wings and flies away.